Hi everyone, Soulser17 here. Let me get through this like usual. I made the thumbnail, I just don't own the pictures, and this is not a paid video, alright, okay? So, I was gonna make a Psychic K with it, deku, but something popped in my head and this would happen. I don't know why I do this to myself, but hey, I'll make a Psychic K after this one. It's something I had plenty of time to make 2 videos. Maybe. Possibly. Hopefully. Jeez. Anyways, so. Where do we begin in this? What place this is going to happen? So, if you guys are wondering, are we going to do all the Souls series? Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3? Or are we going to be going through Dark Souls 1, 2, Bloodborne, 3, Sekiro? I mean, I count Dark Souls as basically any game from Software. So, yeah, this is what I would do. I just wanted to say, like, instead of saying Soul series, it's gonna be just, Also, let's not forget Demon Souls, because it was the very first game. Yeah, let's not forget about that. Because even though it says Demon Souls, I just didn't want to say Soul series because it would just be like, okay. And yeah, I guess Sekiro wouldn't count, but let's just have that as a world he just goes to just to test himself. Yeah. So, this is a world where people are just, how should I say this? Bakugo is way more of a nicer person in this one. And, well, somewhat. I mean, he's trying to be friends with Izuku all his life. But some things always happen to Izuku. Inko loves him a lot. Hasashi, it's okay. Basically, though, there's some things that don't always seem right with Deku. When he gets older, after he finds out he's quirkless, for some reason he has these dreams where he is, well, in front of a castle, basically, while someone in a knight's outfit is looking down from this castle, as he can just hear the person talking, saying, "Not yet. You are not ready yet." And then, he always wakes up. So, give me a minute. Okay, so basically, Deku's life, even though Bakugo is friendly, with him, as kids, something changes. What changes is, let's just say a girl. The most classic cliche for a guy to change on your best friend so quickly. Who it's gonna be? Just some random girl. Reasons why? I don't know. Did I come up with this story just a couple hours ago and just slap some things I thought would be interesting? Yes, I did. I'm not gonna lie. This story sound pretty good to me, but now I'm really thinking about it all over again. Who knows? But enough of me talking, let's just get into this. So, this is what Deku went to Dark Souls. Part 1. Yeah, went into. I just realized I put the space in between into. Ugh. Should just get that one word. I'll fix it in the. I can't fix it in the thumbnail. I can't change it, so I'll just fix it in the title on YouTube. Yeah. Anyways, let's just get into this. So, Deku finds out he's quirkless. Like I said, he'd been having dreams all about it. Stuff happened to his life. Bakugo was his friend until they went to middle school. you see, over the summer, Bakugo met this girl, and yeah, he started bullying his Deku. And let's just say, what's gonna happen to Deku is, I just can see it happening, but I'll tell you guys later. So basically, though, Bakugo hangs out with these group of kids in middle school, and one of them has a specific quirk. A flame quirk. Blue flames. Okay, first off, female Dabi. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Female Dabi, can't judge me. Okay, I aged on Dabi a lot. Female version. I aged her down a lot to basically be in the same middle school. Reasons why? Okay, who do you think would be better for him? You're gonna fucking find out what's gonna happen. But anyways, so, this girl who was basically friends with female version of Dabi, or, they say Dabi, kind of laughs at Izuku while Dabi doesn't. She just thinks, why is she so happy to see him in pain? And, well, on this specific day, it's the, whole middle school thing. Everyone's, cheering and stuff. Izuku, in this one, didn't really apply to UA. Well, applied to Shiketsu. He'd rather go try to, go to Shiketsu than to UA because of Bakugo. Is he still going to go to UA? Absolutely. Reasons why, you'll find out. Anyways, so, Izuku just sitting there, everyone's just using their quirks, and he's just reading. He is still the same scared Izuku, but sometimes people forget he's even quirkless or even scared because he just acts so different when he's just reading. Basically, the teacher just says, like, I know you all want to be heroes, and I know you all going to try to be, basically. As everyone using their quirks, and then he says, alright, settle down, no quirks used in school. Now then, I know you all want to try to be heroes. Everyone does. But only a select few can get in. So, let's see here. As I see, he reads off, two people here are going to try to become heroes. Bakugo Katsuki to UA, as Bakugo says everything else, as then he'll, basically about him being the #1 hero, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, and Izuku Midoriya to, wait, Shiketsu? Everyone laughed, but when he said Suketsu, that shocked them. And, well, everyone just looks at Izuku, which Bakugo does too, which then just some random classmate asks, Deku, why are you going to Shiketsu, not UA? Which then he just looks at them, and he's not I want to say he's somewhat emotionless, but only to the people he knows, it's going to be like he's happy. Yeah, like the Deku we know, but to his classmates and Bakugo, yeah, it's like he just says, isn't it obvious? They're part of the #1 hero rank in schools. The only reason why UA is the most popular is because of All Might and Endeavor went there. Funny fools like you ever know. Isn't that right, teacher? Basically, he's like, yes, All Might and Endeavor went to UA, but Shiketsu is a #1 hero school. And, well, it's laughable that you want to go to it, but your grades and tests always come back with 100 and you never cause any problems. So, good luck. Which Izuku just looks at him and goes like, yeah, whatever. That's it. Which, it's just like, he's thinking to himself, he's always been cold to me. I never help him out when they bully him. I deserve that one. So, Dabi, or should I say Toya Todoroki, is kind of shocked by this. I mean, she knew Yue was, popular because of her All Man and All Might, but someone actually going to Shiketsu? I mean, she knows that people go there, but not many. Everyone here, they say want to go to UA. So she just thinks, huh, you don't really know everyone just by the looks of them, huh? And then she just stares back into class. Bakugo doesn't say nothing because he's shocked that Deku just wants to go to Shiketsu, not UA. So after that, we do have Bakugo threaten Izuku, but in this one he says, don't even try to go to Shiketsu. And Izuku just looks at him and just asks, why? You're not going to be at UA. You can't tell me what to do. You applied to UA already, and it seems I was already applied to Shiketsu. So, you can't stop me, and get your hands off of me. Basically he kind of just sees, basically Bakugo's hand mark on his uniform. He was like, ruining my uniform. It's the last one I ever have. I have a reminder of this school. A school filled with just corruption and basically jerks. And, he just, basically he does have his books with him, like, the actual, just books to read, but no books to write down quirks in, the journals. He has them, but he knows not to bring them to school because of Bakugo. So he just walking away while Bakugo's just like, damn nerd. He's gripping his, fist. Which one of the guys kind of like, okay, don't you think that was kind of harsh of him? Seriously, we didn't bully him that badly, right? As one of the guys just saying, I mean, we just beat him up. We never tried to kill him. Which Bakugo just says, who needs him? I don't. So yeah. So basically, Izuku will get attacked by the Sludge villain. And he won't struggle at first. But then he will, and then All Might will save him. But, Bakugo leaves with his goons, his girlfriend, and Toya, basically. And just, reason why she's there, because she didn't want people to, know that she's a Todoroki, but also because she kind of ran away and she got, into a new family. So, yeah, I just want to point that out real quick. So, yeah. So, basically, Izuku was walking down the path that he did in canon. The Sludge villain attacks him. He does, not squirm at all for a bit. And then, when the Sludge villain just says, haha, that's right, kid, don't squirm. It'll be nice and easy. And then, while it loosened its, sludgy grip on him a little bit, Deku starts to, use this chance to get out. Well, try to. As when he does, some stuff happens. Sludge Villain's like, shit! He tries to get more sludge around Izuku, but he's able to, move his face out of the way, control where, the body of the Sludge Villain goes, and then All Might appears and, attacks the Sludge Villain. So, yeah. But anyways, after that, Deku helps him out, because, he was still awake. So he helps out All Might. All Might says, thank you, young man. Do you want an autograph? He goes, no need, All Might. You seem like you're in a rush. I'm not gonna ask for you to waste your time. See ya. As basically Izuku just leaves, which All Might's kind of shocked by this. He saw the boy's eyes and they looked somewhat, emotional. No emotion. He was like, what happened to him? I'll find out, more about him. Wait, I should have asked for his name. So All Might, does jump away and such. And, well, Izuku gets home. When he gets home, he basically sighs and he goes like, "Hey, Mom, I'm home." And he has a smile on his face now. His eyes became more life in them. Basically, Inko comes out and she goes, "Izuku, you're home. Are you okay?" He goes, No, they didn't beat me up this time. It was the last day, so I got out of there quickly as possible from that school. Damn assholes." But she goes, "Izuku, what I say about cursing?" He goes, "Don't curse. I gotcha. Sorry. Hanging out with Bakugo too much. Well, been around Bakugo too much. His attitude affects everyone." She goes, "Alright, so, go change and let's do our normal routine." He goes, "Yep, help make dinner and, then basically movie night. It's Friday." She goes, "Yep." So basically, that's what Izuku does. He goes and change. He basically helps make dinner. And while basically Inko's cooking, making meat, meal, and Deku's just dicing the ingredients for the meal, she goes, "Izuku, we ran out of, let's say, lettuce, tomatoes, and an onion. Can you basically go and get some more at the grocery store?" He's like, "Sure, Mom. I don't mind." So basically, Izuku gets on his sneakers, has his phone, wallet, and he says, "See ya." So yeah, basically, after that, Izuku is leaving, his house. He basically goes back to the emotionless face, and he does go to the grocery store, which, well, he gets his food and such in, the groceries, food basically. And on the way back, it's like a 15-minute walk, but no, let's just say just a 30-minute walk. And he was passing by a store. Basically, unbeknownst to him, just for plot convenience, this store, he didn't know it was an arcade. And he's not in the town, like near where their apartment is, so, he sees the arcade, he's like, huh? Why is everyone running out of the store? As then basically, all of a sudden he sees Bakugo, the girlfriend, his goons, as then his eyes widen when he sees fire, as basically he was like, wait, what? He basically runs over to, like, one of the goons, this Bakugo's like, hey, what happened there? As, he's actually showing he actually has emotions. He's like, what the, Deku, why are you? He goes, enough of your freaking bullcrap. What happened? As basically he just says, a fire started. Seems like somebody tried to put the place on fire. Some damn extra. They said if they couldn't get something from the guy, they torched the place. But they said never mind, they don't care about the money. Which Bakugo finishes, and Deku's like, how do you? He's like, we were near the office of the place that started it. And basically then Bakugo's girlfriend goes like, wait, where's Toya? Basically, as everyone eyes are wide and Deku sees fire coming out of the building and such. As he basically he drops the groceries and just runs right into there. No hesitation. Which Bakugo's like, Deku! He tries to go in, but, fire, spews out of the building. And Deku, was not in the path where something fell and fire, erupted out of it, which people pull him back. Firemen are coming, heroes are coming. Deku is saying, Toya! Basically, she just goes by Toya with everyone. She doesn't care about her last name. Well, she does, but she just tells everyone to just call her Toya. And basically, he just screams out, her name again, as, she coming out of, like, a corner, as Izuku sees her basically bleeding a little, and she goes, Midoriya? He goes, come on. Basically, he helps her. He's basically carrying her like on his shoulder, as she basically like, why are you here? He's like, I'm just passing by. Shut up and don't talk. Basically, he just keeps moving forward. They're getting to the exit. Then, when they're near it, he basically starts hearing something creak as he looks up. He goes, and he thinks, shit, don't have enough time. So he basically puts her arm, gets her off his shoulder over his head, and he goes, sorry about this. And when she goes, huh? He basically throws her out of the building. And I didn't forget to mention Izuku may have worked out a little bit, but not much. But just technically it's when he was younger, somewhat. Bakugo and him would have worked out. I did forget to mention a lot of stuff. But I mean, if you're if you were a drone, I could also say he just pushes her. But I want to say he just threw her. Just get her out of there. As Bakugo sees Toya coming out, and then he looks back, he sees Izuku, as in basically, something, he just sees something hidden, deku, as in the cave of the building, the fire basically happens. Right in front of her, he goes, Deku! As Toya seeing it happen. Heroes arrive, firemen are arriving, Endeavor comes. Which Toya's eyes widen, which then Endeavor sees the flames. He asks what happened, and just some civilian says they don't know, so he's trying to, he would try to go in there, but he can't. He has resistance to fire, but there's wood blocking the way. Meanwhile, while Deku's in the fire, underneath the burning beam that's on him, he goes, I'm gonna die here, aren't I? As then something happens. He starts hearing something, and then they said, no, you will not die here. You will live. For you are the one that will kindle the flame. As all of a sudden, boom, Deku gets summoned into, you can say summoned into Dark Souls, but no, flames start to consume him, and he doesn't feel the burning or the pain. He just goes, what the? As when fires cover him, all of a sudden, it just gets smaller, and then it snuffs out. As when Deku basically opens up his eyes, he basically is like, what the hell? Where am I? Basically, when he looks around, he basically feels something's on him. Armor. He goes, what the? What's this? A shield and a broken sword? Basically, imagine Dark Souls 1, night class. So yeah, but give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. But anyways. So yeah, but then all of a sudden, he sees a body falls, basically, onto the ground, and when he looks up, he sees a knight, waving at him and then disappearing. And so, he basically hears that voice again. He goes, welcome, child. This is the start of your journey. Use the souls to gain strength. You are the only one that can light these flames in the different times. Which Deku's like, huh? Who are you? We will meet again in the castle. Which then Deku just, goes to the corpse that, has a glowing orb in front of it. And then when he takes it, it's a key. And he goes, huh? Why is this like a game? It seems like. Yes, he basically got teleported to a video game, but it suddenly became an actual world. So, Deku goes for Dark Souls 1. He learned about the lore. He took his time. Did he die a lot? Yes. Did he lose his humanity? Yes. But did he always gain it back? Yes. So, he basically went through Dark Souls 1. He defeated every boss. He defeated Gwyn. And he goes, Almighty Gwyn, have you fallen? A husk of your former self. I will end you. And put this accursed cycle forward. And so Izuku does slay Gwyn. I'm not trying to get into over detailing, but just know this: Deku is going to keep every armor he gets. Reasons why? Because why not? I mean, it's better off if he does, like in every era. He's able to keep the items he gets, along with the armors and the weapons. Do some return in Dark Souls games? Yes, so technically he won't get copies of them. Anyways, after he defeats Gwyn, he lights the fire. He does burn. He's like, what the hell is this? Gah! He starts screaming out in pain. And then, all of a sudden, he wakes up in an area full of grass. He was like, what? Eras. Wait, the Dark Souls. This must be another part of it. Let's go then. Oh yeah, by the way, he went through, like, if you guys wondered, did he go through Dark Souls, DLC? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And then, will he go through Dark Souls 2 DLC? Yes, he will. So basically, Izuku goes through everything. And he finds out the stats he has from the different time area is still there. His level in Darks, if you went by levels, basically, he's over 500. I'm just gonna say that much. What does that mean? You can imagine. Basically, he's way more intelligent. He has a lot more intelligent. That's the first one. Second one, strength. Third one, second and are basically two things: strength, and basically dex. And third one, vitality. Atonement, not that much. Well, atonement's the fourth one, and then everything else is basically put balance with each other. So basically, Deku is still a hollow, but he loses. But he doesn't. He basically sees, like, if he doesn't wonder, does he basically see a health for most of them? No, I mean, Deku would go on, like, until he gets a severe wound. Being stabbed, he can still go until he feels like he can't go no more. So technically speaking, yes, he does have a health bar, but doesn't really matter. So yeah, Deku, he goes through Dark Souls 2. Everything. Beats the final boss and takes his place onto the throne. And then he just says, and let the cycle continue. And then he closes his eyes, and when he wakes up, he comes out of a grave, and he goes, what the? Ash? Huh. Why is that? Doesn't matter. So basically he learns out about the Ashen One, the Embers, and everything. He goes through all Dark Souls 3, killing the Lords of Cinder. But something happens though. When basically he's about to, his magic and strength is off the charts. The max level is 999. Yeah, Deku doesn't have a levels. He doesn't have, his max level would be actually 20,000 if you really think about it. But so basically he can go past 99 each one. Upgrade himself. And his inventory is very big. So basically, he goes through all of it, but when he's about to stab, not stab, but put the final head onto the, to go and fight the Lord of Cinder, basically, the final boss, the one that holds the first flame. Hold on. Just want to double check if I got that right. Yeah, Soul of Cinder. So basically, before they even go to fight that, all of a sudden a mist starts to roll into the basically the fire shrine, firelink shrine, basically. As he goes, what the? As basically the fire, maiden says, Ashen One, I do not know what's happening, but be careful. As then all of a sudden, Izuku is pulled, after the fog consumes him, he's pulled into a different land. He goes, what the hell just happened? Where am I? As in, well, let's just say, the first enemy he encounters is a skeleton as he blocks it with his shield. And, well, with the Torius, great sword, he basically slashes the enemy with ease. He's holding it just like it's a normal sword. He goes, what the fuck are these things? I know they're skeletons, but why are they way more bigger than usual? They look like Dark Souls 1. Yeah, he basically named them each series like that. Different time areas that he has basically gone to. And so, he finds out about the Nexus. Because he did die. It did take a while, but he died to a boss. How so? Oh, cheated. It just basically flatted him with the axe. Took out all his health, and he's like, bullshit, and died. So after that, he found out about the Nexus. He found out he became a spirit, and then after that, he just went. He basically found out about his level cap got increased, because for some reason, there was somehow he can tell. How can I say this? Each stat he gets, appears on his right arm. So when he basically looks at it, he can tell the level cap, too. It's like tattooed onto it. And he was like, huh. So increase 7 out of 20,000. I'm basically 30,000. And there are 10,000 more. Huh. Why? Whatever. So basically, Izuku goes through demon souls. He basically kills the final boss of the, Alright, so basically he kills King Alent. And, he did get all the weapons from demon souls. Dragon's Fire did crap to him. Like, he basically became freaking fireproof. And, the dragons just look at him and he's like, you know what? Spear of Thunder, threw at the lightning, killing it instantly. As basically this was the red dragon. As when the when the blue dragon looked at him, he's like, "What? Want some?" It just flew away. It just literally flew away. So yeah, Izuku does then, get through the whole entire thing. He gets a secret, sword basically. Early, he got a sword, basically the best sword in the weapon. I didn't write it down. I'm just making that. I'm just saying he gets this a little bit at the end game, but it's somehow good with him. So give me a minute. Okay, so basically, just imagine whatever sword you would think. But yeah, Izuku gets the best sword in the game before he, defeats the true King Alat. I don't care about his name. And, he kills the, ancient demon. Legit. I don't know anything about the Dark Souls ending, so I'm not going to spoil myself. But let's just say in this one, after he goes through the fog gate, instead, he seals away the demon, but it tried to break out, as in Izuku said enough of this. And then all of a sudden, fire consuming the sword, which surprises the Caper and the Nexus. As in, when he just splashes down, it just cuts the true, the big giant ancient demon into nothingness and turns into ash. And so, he goes, "It is done." And basically, all of a sudden the fog starts to roll in, and basically, they say, "Thank you, great warrior." Basically the girl saying this of the Nexus. She says, "May we meet again." And then all of a sudden, when the fog is disappearing, Izuku finds him back in the Firelink shrine. Hold on. Alright, so basically though, Deku is just like, "I'm back." What the hell? Let's kill this Lord of Cinder then. So this journey may end. So basically, Izuku puts the final head onto the throne. The king will pick, technically the Prince Lothic's head, as then he gets teleported. And when he went for already the painted world. So yeah, he kind of killed everything there, including the dragon that I hate. So he basically he took out that dragon with ease. Able to get 2 shots in, plus that final a magical spell of lightning arrow to the face. Yeah, Izuku basically got that in and killed the dragon. Anyways, that's what I was saying before I went out to a little rant. So Izuku, well, he basically travels to the next bosses, and when he sees the boss, basically he sees the water, and then he looks at the boss. If you can see it on the picture, he said he gets reminded of Gwyn. He goes, "You remind me of him. Let's end this." So Izuku goes towards the boss, as he basically he's running with the sword. He basically changed it to where he has a light sword, and he's using one of the katanas, basically. As every strike the Soul Cinder tries to do, Izuku dodges. He basically is able to get chip damage until he switches out to his heavier weapon. Let's just say Smel's hammer. And then he's actually to give a lot more damage on him until the boss starts switching out. So Izuku, for this time, he has chances to switch out weapons and shields. He's able to get even some magical attacks in, which does a lot of good damage. And he even hands his sword, let's just say the Bastard Sword. He enhances with magic, and boom, final hit of the boss. And what does he do? He doesn't know about the dark endings, so he didn't he talked to NPCs and such, but he didn't complete all the quests. He did do some quests for some and finish them. But his final, what he does is he does get him keeping the fire going. But after he, burns, basically he's like, "So, this is it. This is where it all ends." And, well, if you guys are wondering, what happened when he defeated the Lords of Cinder? So, each time he defeated the Lord of Cinder, he felt strange. And now when he defeats the, Soul Cinder, yeah, he's 100% feeling different. So, the flames are happening, but when he opens up his eyes again, he sees the whole entire, area is back in the castle. The castle where the fake King Alat was. What the person he sees, though, standing on the lookout, is Gwyn. He goes, "What? Gwyn? How are you? You're dead. I killed you in Dark Souls 1. In which Gwyn looks back and he says, "So, you finished everything. The trials." He goes, "What? What do you mean?" He goes, "Izuku Midoriya. You still have the one more to go through." In which Izuku's like, "What do you mean? What trial?" "I've already knew you were a good candidate to be the next." "The next what?" "Allow me to explain." So, this Gwyn tells Izuku about his world, and that where he went was in the past. Everything was in the past, which he could not believe. But the world had forgotten about the Age of Flame, the Age of Light. The darkness that Izuku, stopped from happened eventually. But this time there was no new, light to be his flame to anyone else's flame for the fire, to keep the age of fire going, which Izuku's eyes widened, and over the years everyone forgot about everything, and man grew to have quirks. But Gwyn said it's a natural thing of life. It has happened once already, and it will always happen again, in ways we will never know. Which Izuku goes like, "What do you mean?" He sighs and goes, "I've been doing this for a long time, young man. I'm more older than what the legends talk about. I've hated dragons, and I slayed them all. My magical ability of lightning, but that's not where my story began, and who I am. It all started, with your journey when you arrived here, into this land," which Izuku's eyes widened. "In the Age of Demons. Before there was dragons, there was demons. And with demons, there was a lone knight, going through this land, slaying all the demons that were in his wake, monsters, creatures that would terrify you. He went through them all just to save everything. After he did, he put the ancient demon asleep. The dragons came and wiped out nearly all of humanity, and the Age of Fire began, with one hollow of human flesh." Which Izuku's eyes widen. He says, "And then, I came around. Rumors and legends were told of me, but they did not know that, a kingdom I made, and me a mighty warrior to protect the Age of Fire was something I was proud of. But if you're wondering how this is even possible, I have enough souls to turn, well, or should I say, to make another soul of mine and split it off and send it back in time before I rekindle the fire. Which Izuku nods. He goes, so why am I here? And then Gwyn pulls out something. He goes, this blade. Let's just say I visited an old friend, and I wanted to give you this as a congratulations. You were brought back in time to rekindle a flame, to sit on a throne, and to kill the soul of Cinder, and do whatever you want. You chose to rekindle the flame, and after a couple hundred years it passed, to be no more. I am grateful though. And now then, Izuku, this sword is yours. You have became the actual first flame, a cinder, but the soul of it, the soul of fire, is another reason why you were brought here. You basically were on fire. Your body snuffed into a flame and disappeared. Because you are, the soul of Cinder's new version. You took his soul to make your own, so you can at least go back. He goes, wait, what? What do you mean go back? And that fire, Izuku Midoriya, you died. The flame was the proof of it. There was no body to be found because how could you kill a flame without snuffing it out? Which Izuku's eyes widen. So he goes, wait, so the reason why I became a hollow because you had no soul. This was supposed to teach you the lessons of life, survival, be aware of your surroundings, do not hesitate, do not rethink your actions. And every action has a consequence, and you remember that. Which Izuku nods. So, Gwyn is still holding the sword in front of him. As he's, Izuku then realized he didn't take it, so he does take it now. As when he holds it, the flame appears on the sword as it's glowing, but then it starts to glow black. Black because of, well, he killed 3 different, Lords of Cinder. Their flame became a part of him. And yeah, the sword just amplifies the fire, basically. So Izuku goes like, so, what now? You're at the max level. Everything's max. You basically are God, where you go back. But remember, Izuku, do not forget who you are and where you started. Where Izuku nods up, he goes like, but why did I have to become a cinder? The soul of Cinder Flame. In which he just says, for where you died, you will be renewed. And it has been already 10 months. Which Izuku goes like, but it feels like years here. How did I not? He just said, basically he just says, easy. You don't age because of, well, you've transported to each different time. And where a different warrior should have been. But they never arrived on time. So you just took their place. And so, Izuku Midoriya, I bid you farewell. As when Gwyn basically has a sword on the ground, he suddenly transforms into the knight that we see in the, cinematic trailer. As Izuku's eyes widen, because that was the knight that he saw on the castle, looking down as his body's glowing in flames. Which surprises him. He goes, wait, I have so many! As he just disappears then. From basically Gwyn's sight. And yeah, so what happened? Well, I did want to bring him into Bloodborne, but that ain't part of the series. That's like a different thing. Not part of the Dark Souls series, so that's a different thing. Oh wait, actually it is, but for now he won't go. Anyways, so when Izuku arrives back to where he was, it's oh, technically it's not where he technically died. It's in an empty lot. I think it's like the building was basically tore down and no one fixed it, so basically it kind of became abandoned and they just tore it down. So Izuku's like, what? By the way, the type of armor he's wearing, it's the strongest armor he has, so let's just say, okay, basically he's wearing the Soul Cinder armor, but with the Cloak of Arturius on him. So yeah, he basically can mix and match any clothing he wants, but he also can modify it too. So, yeah. So he realizes he's back in Japan. The armor, he takes off the helmet, and it just disappears. He goes like, am I back home? Huh. So, all of a sudden the armor started to, like, come off in flames, as he goes, this is new. And when he looks at his hands, it's like, you can basically see, like, embers coming off of it, but then it stops. He goes, huh. I guess this is different. He still has a sword in hand, and when he basically looks at it, it says, the chosen sword. Name unknown. Ability. All the cinder's soul of flame are combined into one to power this weapon. And the flame burns so bright, it can turn anything into ash in a second. Nothing will remain. All will die by this blade. Izuku was like, sheesh. This is pretty powerful. Better not use this. So he puts away the sword. And, well, he says he's been gone for 10 months. But each area seemed like days pass. Could have been gone. He should have been gone longer. So he's walking back to his home. He realizes, shit, Mom! So he's running. He knows he's faster than anything. But he's like, wait, why am I so, I feel alive, not empty. Well, emotionless. Huh. So when he gets back, he basically knocks on the door. It's nighttime as, well, something happens. He's knocking on the door repeatedly as the neighbor comes out, and Izuku has changed. His hair has gone longer and such, and has become straightened. His green hair is still still green, but it was starting to change color a little bit due to like stress. It will change. So yeah, it was starting to change color a bit, but you can still tell there's green hair. As when, well, it's at nighttime, so it's not like late. So when the neighbor comes out, they're like, oh, excuse me, why you knock on the door? He was like, is Income Midoriya here? As they say, no, she moved. The loss of her son hurt her. So, a friend of hers, well, took her in. What? Wait, who? I think her name was, Mitsuki Bakugo. Yeah. And it seems like another friend came by. Her name was Reed Todoroki. Which Izuku's eyes widen. He goes, wait, why? So basically, let's go back 10 months. You see, Izuku arrived, though, I'm just going to say this, before the entrance exam of UA. Kinda. Well, kind of the entrance exam, but the whole time. But I want to say this: the UA thing happened early. The entrance exam happened earlier, and they're kind of in the USJ mark. Reasons why. The USJ is happening a little bit early. It's not going to be. It's going to be the USJ, then Heroes vs. Villains, then Sports Festival. Reasons why? Why not? So, what happens is, though, Izuku goes over to where the Bakugo residence is after he says thank you. And when he arrives there, he kind of realizes he's a lot taller. And he's a little bit more muscular. He goes, wait, I never went to change, I never got the soul cinders, weapon, and armor. Crap. I still have this in my inventory, too. And I can't even take its souls no more. Damn it. And then something happens. Someone appears to be like, oh, you have the soul of Cinder with you. He goes, wait, that voice. He goes, yes, yes. It's me again. Have souls, do you? He's like, but you burn in the flames? I know, but I'm here to help you out, my friend. I mean, you were able to get the armor from the soul of Cinder because you defeated him, and you were able to put it on before you rekindled the flame. But I thought it would be unfair, so I traveled to this different time, just so you can give me that soul for the weapon. To make it, I mean. And Zuko's like, you sure? He's like, yes, please. So basically Zuko gets the Soul Center sword. He goes, pleasure doing business with ya. As in, it just, turns into flames. He just turns into flames, basically. He goes, that's creepy, but okay, whatever. So, when Izuku knocks on, the Bakugo residence door, and Mitsuki answers, and she goes, hello? Wait, do I know you? He goes, Auntie, it's me, Izuku. And, well, her eyes widen, and she goes, no, you can't be. He's like, come on, I know I changed a lot, but it's me. I promise. I really am back. I just want to know where my mom is. Please. Which Mitsuki does, call over, tell Inko to come here to the door. As when she looks, a mother never forgets her son's face, no matter how much they change. She gasps and she goes, Izuku? He goes, hey mom. And she's just hugging him. Basically, he got taller, but not by much. He is he's basically a 2-inch above Bakugo. But, Inko's crying into, Izuku's basically chest as he hugs her. She basically just, she doesn't know how he's alive, but she doesn't care. As then basically all of a sudden, someone comes out of nowhere. Oh yeah, I never told you what happened. Shit, I forgot. Crap. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, we were gonna go back 10 months. I forgot I never said it. Okay. So basically, after Endeavor, you know, got there, he tried his hardest to get into the flames, and when he basically punched through the fire, he saw Izuku was gone. Like, but there was his only thing that was there was an ID, as you know, he basically gets out of there as well. You know, he goes, "Damn it! There's no body. So what happened?" So, he then looks around. Toya is trying her hardest to go back into the fire, you know, and Endeavor, tries to stop her. But in this case, if you guys are wondering, did she have the scars? No. But did she use her blue fire to get, Endeavor off of her? Yes. And she goes in, and, she looks for him, and she basically, keeps using her own fire to, basically burn away anything that's trying to hurt her. And I'm saying in this case, it does give her her scars. And she does have fire basically hidden her face, basically, which gives her scars on her whole entire body and mouth. But, Endeavor does get her out of there and, be like, "Are you an idiot? You could have died in there." She goes, "Where is he?" And he goes, "I do not know. I just saw him went up in flames and then this was the only thing that was left." So, yeah, the wallet with his ID and a picture of him and his mom. Yeah, that was the only thing that was left of him there. So after the heroes came and the firemen put out the fire, there was questions. And basically they found out who started the fire. It was just some random villain. Well, game member actually. Inko found out about it from, Endeavor. Endeavor found out about Toya. Toya, while she was in the hospital, patched up and stuff. She still got that, like, everything patched up, I mean, the same way. And she does dye her hair black still, which, well, her hair is white. But, Endeavor asked her, why did she run away? The people that were taking care of her came in, and they were shocked to see Endeavor. Endeavor just looks at them, sighs, bows to them, saying, "Thank you for taking care of my daughter. I'm sorry for the trouble she ever caused." And they, no. They say, she never caused any trouble. She was really nice and sweet. She always liked to help out, basically. These people were just, well, taking care of her dad, running a shop. So, they kind of explain when they found her and what happened afterwards. And, yeah, they kind of became part of the Todoroki family. Sort of, but they're really never going to be really around. They became a part of it because they came in contact. Toya basically is just cursing herself out because of, well, she didn't try anything. And, she could have, she just thought if she trained with her quirk and never run away, this would have never have happened. So, she kind of went back to the Todorokis, but Endeavor told her she doesn't have to stay. She just go back to her, well, family if she ever wanted to. Which kind of shocks her. Yeah, Endeavor kind of still obsessed with the number one thing, but he kind of realized he can't use Shoto for it. So it's just like he's doing it on his own. He just wants Shoto to become a hero. The best hero he can be. Doesn't matter what place he is. He's kind of surprised Natsuo. Basically, he was happy that his little sister was back. Todoroki was happy that, technically she was older than him, but by a year, well, technically not a year, by yeah, technically it would be a year. Problematic. Not twins. They're not twins, but Hmm. Okay, so basically, actually, yeah, they're not twins, but they're born exactly the same time. So basically, just like older sister, he was born last still. So yeah, okay. So anyway, so she asked what happened to them. Re Todoroki was basically in the hospital, but when she heard on the news what happened to Izuku Midoriya, she got out right away and talked to Inko, and ever since then, Inko has been down slope somewhat, and she kind of been staying with the Bakugos, which yeah, NG Todoroki Endeavor kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna let you do you. Your friend needs it. It's good to see Inko again. Sorry about her son. Um, yeah. Yeah, in this one, none of the Todorokis know each other. I mean, the Todorokis know Inko, basically, both NG and Ri. So, yeah. Anyway, so, continuing on. So, basically, after that, so let's go back to what I was saying. So, after that little, hug and everything, she asks, how is he alive? And she just gets a better look and she goes, taller, muscular, and yeah, like Ri Todoroki's there along with Toya. She kind of felt responsible for Izuku's death, so Endeavor has tried his hardest to, keep Inko. Basically, everyone gave up on looking for Izuku, so they pronounced him dead, but Endeavor never gave up. So, yeah. So after Izuku basically getting inside, because he tells Inko he has a long story to tell. So he noticed Bakugo's there and Toya. He was like, "Wait, Toya? Why are you here?" And she goes, "Oh, um, I'm here with my mom." He's like, "Wait, what? I thought the Ri Todoroki was here." She goes, "Yep, I'm her mom." He's like, he just looks at Toya. He's like, "Wait, your hair was black. Why is it white?" She goes, "My hair color. It's white." He goes, "Okay, nice." And he thinks to himself, weird-ish. Kind of cute. But oh well. I like the black better. So, he's like, okay, you would never believe this, but... So he kind of explains about the whole entire world of Dark Souls. The lore, the times he'd been in, and then he kind of just explains about the world before Dark Souls, the Demon Souls. And everyone's kind of shocked by that. He goes, and so I am technically the most strongest person on this planet. I'm legit level 30,000. That's my level cap. Here's my stats. As basically he reveals them all. Which Bakugo's like, bullshit! How are you this strong, nerd? He's like, I just am. Also, are there entrance exams still happening tomorrow? I think. Wait, I don't even have my phone on me. Which Toya pulls out her phone and shows him the date. He's like, oh shit, they're having tomorrow? Crap, I gotta get to Shiketsu. Which basically, Inko was like, sweetie? He's like, yeah. The entrance exam already happened for Shiketsu and UA. He's like, huh? What? It already happened? She goes, yeah, they had it happen early for some rare reason. So he's like, alright. Well, what can I do in the meantime? Well, we gotta make everyone, realize you're not dead, so he goes, true. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. So yeah, so basically Toya just goes over to Izuku and hugs him. He goes, "Huh? Why are you hugging me?" He goes, "It's a thank you." He goes, "For what?" "Saving me." He goes, "Don't thank me. Anyone would have saved you. I mean, I would have saved anyone, so don't worry." Which she does still say, but still. So she hugs him a little bit tighter. He's like, "Okay." So he just pats her on the head. So yeah, after that, we would technically go to the next day, where apparently Toya is like, already at breakfast while Zuko is just not eating. She was like, "Huh? Why are you eating?" He's like, "Oh, I'm not hungry. It's been a while since I've been hungry, actually. I kind of forgot the feeling. Even sleep. Or thirsty. Huh. I wonder if I forgot about most of my feelings. Doesn't matter. Anyways, where you going? I know you're going to school, but anything to happen?" She was like, "Yeah, we have a thing called the USJ today. So, it's gonna be boring." He's like, "Alright." He basically takes something out of his inventory and throws it to her. She catches it and she goes, "Huh?" He goes, "If you ever need me, that'll summon me. Alright?" She goes, okay. Why?" He goes, "Don't know. Just got a weird feeling today. So, be careful. Alright, Toya? And also, are you gonna move back to your, mom won't take back to your home?" And she goes, "Well, since you're back, Aunt Inko is gonna be fine now. So, yeah." He's like, "Aunt Inko?" That's weird. Which she just says, "Tell me about it." "See ya." And he was, "Yep." So, after that, Deku kind of just hangs out with his mom mostly. Until, let's just say, somewhere like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, all of a sudden he feels whatever. He feels this crystal breaking. As in, he gets up as his mom asks, "Izuku, what's wrong?" He goes, "I'll be back." So, basically, he gets summoned to the USJ through fire and flames, as every villain is shocked by this. As when Izuku appears, he's in Artorias' armor, with basically Artorias' sword. As everyone's wondering, what the hell is this thing? As this villain said, "Who cares?" As well, they quickly realize that this person, oh god, it basically can kill them. Izuku can kill them, but he's holding back so much. He basically using the flat side of the sword just to bash them away until he gets a club out. Which everyone's like, "What the? Why a club?" As he says, "Easy to smash you with." As everyone feels this evil aura happening as he just starts like smashing everyone fit to be unconscious, not dead. So Shigaraki's saying like, "What the? This guy's a cheater." Basically they'll start scratching off his neck. Then they summon the Nomu. And well, basically Shigaraki says, "Nomu, kill him!" Basically the Nomu sees Deku, runs at him, and he goes, combustion. Like hand out and poof, blows up. Basically killing the Nomu. Because if you ever think about it, he basically upgraded a lot of his weapons. Including the Great Pyro Hand. Pyro Hand, basically the Great One. As you know, the Nomu's freaking flesh is burned off and such. As then Izuku just punches the Nomu in the face, accidentally killing him because he also like punched out, like exploded the head when it was sent flying. Which everyone is shocked by this, including Shigaraki. And he says, "No, get us out of here! Get us out of here!" As yeah, they leave. So teachers arrive along with All Might, and well, Izuku can't get out of there. He knows this. He doesn't want to fight heroes. And so what happens next is Midnight uses her quirk. He's not really affected by it, but he's like, I can use the nap. So he falls asleep. But anyways, that's where I'm going to leave it off, everyone. Hope you guys have a nice day, night, wherever you are. Bye, and, see you around.